The nights are drawing in, winter is coming. This isn't gonna be another favourites video where I go on about Game of Thrones, I promise. Although I could and probably should. I have a lot of feelings. I'm not a fan of the colder months. I'm a big fan of the summer months. I really like sunshine. In fact, here it is now to greet us, only to be covered again by a giant grey cloud. There's gonna be inconsistencies. Do I mind? Yeah. Enough to do something about it? No. One of the good things about the colder months though is soup. The soup I have here is from Jack Monroe's A Girl Called Jack cookbook. Carrot, cumin and kidney bean if you want to give it a go. But more than the soup's taste, I like what the soup represents. Warmth, welcoming, coziness. We can start doing hygge again. Is it hygge? Hygge? What is it? Should have figured it out by now, but I've been too busy eating soup. As we well know, the past few months have been difficult. Let's talk about some of the things that kept me going and made me quite happy. I saw a film recently that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. It's called The Killing of a Sacred Deer. It's by Yorgos Lanthimos, the director of The Lobster, which I haven't seen, but I'm reliably informed by many Sami that it's really good. Killing of a Sacred Deer comes out on November the 3rd. I have seen it twice already because somehow I am on a mailing list somewhere and I just go, it's bizarre, it's compelling, it's funny, in a gross way. It's such a tense and quite heart-wrenching subject matter that's treated with such blithe humour that it makes you feel so uncomfortable and it has you thinking the whole way through. It's very Brechtian, for lack of a more proper phrase. The score is dissonant, the performances are very stunted. I can't wait for you to see it. Sorry, it's another art one you might have to seek out. Well worth seeking out. What else have I enjoyed? This Body Shop Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Glow Mask. That's who I am now. My skin gets really dry in the cold months, so I have to pay a lot closer attention to it. And in previous years, this has just been sort of moisturizing with your most basic moisturizer I could possibly find. This year I decided to go hard. So I went shopping and I had a chat with a lady and she recommended this. So that's a pro tip. If you're working in a shop and you need to up your sales and I walk in, come straight to me, I'm a pushover. I've used it a couple of times. It's very fun. It's grey gloop and it smells lovely. But my most fun part of it is that when I put it on, because I don't put it on my beardy bit, it's just sort of here and I look like Phantom of the Opera. That's just endless fun. This month I've also been making my way through this book. I didn't want to take this on a plane because it's heavy. So on the plane, I read The Stepford Wives. It's 138 pages long, 2 chapters. I read the first one on the way, I read the second on the way back. We all know the basic idea of what a Stepford wife is. Someone who keeps their appearance and their house and their family life, their outward life, so presentable that it's deemed inhuman. But very few people have actually read the book. And if you've got a minute, absolutely give it a go because it says an awful lot about what happens when people try to change the status quo. And I think Ira Levin is trying to encourage people to be a little bit smarter about doing that. He's not trying to discourage people from doing that. This is the 70s and it's very heavily focused on the women's lib movement. And I think reading it, you can't disagree that he is fully in favor of this movement. But he's also saying like, be wary, this isn't gonna be smooth. Highly recommended. I do have a Clash of Kings, but I'm not gonna read that next. I'm taking a Game of Thrones break because I was reading the first one after catching up on the whole series and also rewatching the series before the 7th series came out, and then I'm kind of, I wouldn't say I'm Westerosed out, I don't think such a thing exists, but I'm mediating the fun, and so I think the next thing I'm gonna read is The Break by Marion Keyes. It's so bright outside! The Break by Marion Keyes, very good. So I'll let you know how that goes. What are your favourites, please? Tell me your favourite anything. Book, film, toy. What's your favourite train line? Tell me that, go on.